Let's talk about the number of Tesla shares you'll require so that you can live off of passive revenue from your Tesla shares. We recently went through the number of pre-split shares that you would need to resign. However, things have changed significantly since the split, with Elon being barraged by critics from all sides, and the fate of Tesla currently appearing to be uncertain. However, this is advantageous to us. We, who know that Elon will get through because now that Tesla shares are at a huge discount, we can spend less to get to that magic number of shares that would allow for retirement. In this video, we'll zero in on longtime Tesla believer Cathie Wood's bear argument, the absolute worst-case scenario, and I will show you the numerous things that Tesla has going for it that will probably make the bear case scenario too conservative. Welcome to Bulls and Bears. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our content. Now let's go back to the video. The bear case predicts they'll sell 10 million vehicles at the usual price of $38,000. This would create $372 billion in revenue from automobiles alone. It should be 380, so we know this 10 million is more of a roundup than an actual figure. However, what's amazing is that this number does include Tesla's robo-taxi services. The robo-taxi, or autonomous ride vehicle, is valued at $51 billion, which is absurd. However, what's even more insane here is that the electric car gross margin is 46, contrasted with 28 in Q3 results. The gross margin is a crazy 50%, 50 by 2026. Incredibly, the total EBITDA margin is 37%, 37 which means efficiency. It was slightly more than 23 in Q3, however, they're predicting 37 by 2026. That is crazy. However, what I'm curious about is the way they figured out enterprise value for 2026, because we normally calculate enterprise value in the present. So, the way that they can go all the way to 2026 should raise some eyebrows, at least for me. They already have the figures for how much debt and money they will have. So do I agree that by 2026, they'll deliver 9.8 million vehicles? It could be a leap of faith. Other predictions say that in 2026, the number will be 7 million or more. Let's see how things develop. In the future, Cathie predicts a gross margin of 50, which would provide us with a revenue of nearly 250 billion, legitimizing the stock cost of 967, which is 2,900 pre-split based on the total gross profit after costs. Cathie Wood and ARK didn't state operating margin or expenses in their chart. Instead, they utilized enterprise value by EBITDA. However, enterprise value has to know cash in debt by 2026. So we'll figure out how they got the Tesla stock price and market worth of 3.3 trillion by 2026. Most would agree that by 2026, assuming they're doing 50 gross margins, an operating margin of 30 appears to be fair. So, to bring everything together, Cathie Wood's bear case expresses $2,900 for each share pre-split would equal to around $967 for each share, and then expected worth of $4,600 for each share by 2026. Post 3-for-1 equity split, that would be $1,533 for every share. To arrive at a safe retirement number, which complied with a new survey, is $1.7 million for every individual. You would require 1,108 Tesla shares. That is the direst outcome imaginable. 1,108 Tesla shares. As of recording, Tesla shares sell for $123 a share. So you would have to invest around $136,400 today to get to that magic number. For guaranteed retirement, that's not awful at all. Now, we should investigate the latest trends in the marketplace and how I think the bear case is too conservative considering recent trends. Tesla has experienced a series of highs and lows and is currently on a downward trend. The stock price has dropped a few times in the previous weeks, with the numbers continually negative. But taking into account that Tesla stock is currently going for a low price, could purchasing the stock now assist certain individuals with retirement with the gains that Tesla could see in the future? Well, this is beyond question a magnificent opportunity to purchase Tesla stock, depending upon the stock's direction and how effectively Tesla explores this market. So assuming that you invest in Tesla stock, given its market potential, how many shares do you really need now to be able to resign by 2027? Tesla has had a time of dips and will probably still have more, but according to stock potential, the dips are expected to be minimal And the question is whether or not Tesla can reach a high price in 2027. Whether Tesla is a phenomenal stock to purchase or not, the numbers will lead us to think that this could be a fantastic chance to purchase the stock for the future. Let's not forget, Tesla's performance has driven us into several bull markets, and even then, a few analysts believe Tesla to be overvalued. The EV brand has collaborated these days with different organizations like Lucid, Rivian, and Neolock, and has ventured into different markets that increase production and boost its market reach. Forecasts from all investors put the stock price at $2,500 by 2025, and famous individuals like Cathie Wood think the stock will be valued at more than $3,000 by 2030. And their experience suggests that they might be onto something critical for Tesla. These forecasts are backed by extensive research into Tesla's stock performance and the organization's potential in the future. In the last 2 years, Tesla has significantly expanded its production and delivery of vehicles, recently topping consensus estimates after the organization delivered 108,600 vehicles in the latest quarter. Although most workers anticipate retirement, only a minority of retired people put in the work to maintain above-average financial security in later years. How many Tesla shares would you need in your portfolio to resign in 5 years? If you put your cash into a high-value stock with a decent growth potential, we should do a few computations, will we? Again, as I stated, a new survey discovered that the average individual needs around 1.7 million to retire comfortably. Now, we should take a slightly more optimistic scenario about Tesla than Cathie Wood's bear case above. Under this scenario, if the price of a single Tesla share reaches $2,000 in 2027, then you'll require around 850 shares of Tesla stock at the present time. This will be around 104,000 given the current price of Tesla, and there could be a huge profit if Tesla lives up to expectations, as we certainly hope it does. A few exciting projects from Tesla might possibly push the stock to a high price in the future. When Tesla first started, its CEO Elon Musk put forth that the organization's primary objective was to make a high-performance vehicle and then utilize the revenue to make more affordable vehicles, and then utilize those revenues to make significantly more affordable vehicles while also offering zero-emission electric power generation options. Musk has recommended that the humanoid robot project could turn out to be a higher priority than the vehicle business over the long run, and might decrease the need for physical work, which would be perfect for business because they would be able to save money on labor. Similarly, Tesla's Model 2 is a critical project that, if successful, could challenge the world of artificial intelligence and bring it to a whole new level. Nevertheless, Tesla bulls hold their ear to the ground for any news that might arise. Tesla's Cybertruck could hit the market in a few months. As indicated by Musk, one of the issues that Tesla had was that they couldn't construct sufficient 4680 battery cells for the Cybertruck, delaying creation from its original 2021 target. He also said the production wouldn't start until the Texas Gigafactory began making the new Model Y, so it's lucky that the construction of the truck started in 2022. Tesla fans are expecting the launch of the Cybertruck in 2023. Musk has confirmed this by saying that Tesla will wrap up the development of the Cybertruck before the end of the year and have it ready for production in 2023. Tesla has announced their expectation to make driverless taxis. It is planned that the robo-taxi made by Tesla will have a few incredible amenities. The vehicle will be designed for various purposes and will give the highest level of comfort to passengers. This could be an interesting project, not just for Tesla bulls, but also for any individual who really loves exciting innovation. This, combined with the fact that the robo-taxis are built to give the lowest cost per mile of transport that has ever been experienced, could make them the new face of commercial transport. The organization's CEO, Elon, recognized that this project's high battery requirements would be difficult despite the fact that clean transportation could benefit from renewable energy sources like solar and wind. If Tesla can unlock the code on its renewable energy, though, it will be miles in front of the competition. An investigation concerning an investment in a growth stock like Tesla could be a decent retirement plan for 2027, given the organization's seemingly established reputation in the industry and the way that it seems ready to stay at the top of the market for quite a while. Many individuals desire to enjoy retirement without financial concern. Still, only a few individuals do whatever it may take to make that a reality. and many individuals who have recently retired still need to get a retirement plan. It used to be that your only choices for retirement were your employer's 401k or an IRA, but given the new changes to the rules, it is clear that these can no longer be relied upon. Inflation has influenced the previously embraced 4% rule, and contrary to popular belief, your needs don't decrease once you retire. However, this isn't true for everybody, so it's important to plan for the future through wise investing. So, based on your annual cost, it will decide the number of Tesla shares you really need to keep yourself financially stable after retirement. So what do you think? How many Tesla shares would you need for your own retirement? Do you think that you would be able to save enough money so that you can be financially stable after you retire? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to be updated on our new content, and don't forget to give us a like if you want more videos similar to this one. See you next time!